Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field, you just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
This is Irving on second. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
Going to the ground again on first. Jukes out a one-stop. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Again, it's Gibbs. Again, he hits the second level. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign with that run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, Goff. Finds Isaac to Sloan. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. And a play made by Jacob Parrish.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A pitch out to Montgomery. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap here to go. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yeah, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Down the field. Evans has it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it into Emeka Egbuka. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd down, give to Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He got him the first, now Irving on first. And he stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Mayfield now from the gun. Got a man, this is Evans. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Mike Evans. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a load of points on the scoreboard. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
The 22-yard line.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Next on run to Jameson Williams. Decent gain here, but short of the first. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll be set up with third and only 1. They'll try to run for it with Montgomery. Has the first, but once more, he's past the 45. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 21
It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off play action, Goff. Right, reels it in. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 19. Screen here for Gibbs. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goff off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Buccaneers 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When you see zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. That sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. Baker now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
13, Mike Evans. A gain of 27 on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Mayfield now off the play action. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Throwing again is Baker. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Irvin here from the gun. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a pickup of 11, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Working inside the red zone. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's second down coming up.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
The Lions take over first.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Goff has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Complete to Isaac Tesla. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Goff to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They motion the tight end over. Goff on 1st and 10. Quick slant is caught by Tesla. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Still going past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions hoping to break this tie before the half. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky?
2nd and 10.
Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
Brings up 3rd down.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
He was taken down.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
A loss of 2 yards.
As they'll get together and
It's
discuss with 4th down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. On 4th down, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Goff setting the throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
And 2.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Coming right is Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Buccaneers 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bucs take over
The
first
Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Baker now off the play fake. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it at the 30. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Kate, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he was able to throw that ball right over their heads.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
1st down throw from Goff. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good, bottom left. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On the give, this is Irving. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Once again, Irving jukes one defender, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Right back to Irving now. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Mayfield now from the gun. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force us a fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on their pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. Man in motion, out of the slot. Looking to throw. Got a man. This is Evans. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Baker throwing again. He's got it at the 5. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Irving. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Buccaneers 28, Lions 24.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's Gong. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing is Gong. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Complete out to the right. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Design bootleg here. Complete over the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Baker now from the gun. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. It's Ibuka on the slant. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 22-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the give to Irving. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll send him over right. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
35. Lions 24. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, it's gone. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
2nd and 3 now. Play action here with Goff. Has the connection to right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one ends up a gain of 6.
That's good.
And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. From the 45 on second down. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Play action, Goff. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within one score in the fourth. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
The Lions will set up.
They send a man in motion.
Conversion.
Goff's got to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Buccaneers 35, Lions 32.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Baker now off the play fake. Down the field, Evans has it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
It's a gain of 23
A big
yards.
play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. It sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Irvin is hit and he fumbles that football. And the Lions have recovered it.
Well, that's just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
A fifth defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, call. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And it's going to be second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw it. He shovels this one forward. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions trail by a field goal. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
10 more yards. Complete to Jamison Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. at the Buccaneers.
In a good spot here,
line.
2nd and inches. Setting up to pass. Complete left side. It's just long. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Down at the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, Goff finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd.
Brings up 3rd
and now they're
1.
powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Slot man in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
42-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Sending a receiver left. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
First down, Buccaneers.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
So it's all coming down to a try from Chase McLaughlin. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. Big game continuing for Laporta. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.